Happy day, everyone. Happy Thursday. It's Broomstick Oly time. We're going to work on some skills, and today we're going to focus on some overhead work with some pressing and some jerking. So, what we need to do though, we need to warm up our body a little bit. So we're going to start off a little differently. We're going to go a little narrower with our grip today. So our feet are going to be under our hips. We're going to take our thumbs, about a thumb and a thumb distance away from our thighs. You're going to pull our PVC up into that high position, which is going to feel a little different than when we do it in the wide grip. So let's pull back up again, high and outside, shoulders are down, come back down. High and outside, come back down. Now this time we're going to pull, we're going to roll the elbows through, nice and smooth. Come back and down. Good. Pull, roll the elbows through. Come back down. Good. Pull up, roll through. Back down. Good. Pull up, roll through. This time we're going to set, we're going to do a shoulder press. And from here, ribs in, pushing up, we're going to press the bar back a bit, keeping the arm straight. Come back overhead. Push the bar back a bit, back overhead. Push the bar back, overhead, and we'll bring the bar down behind the neck. Good, nicely done. Now narrower grip in our good morning today. We're going to pull the hip back, keeping those shoulders engaged, and stand. And then from here, pull back and stand. One more time, pull back and stand. Excellent. Widen out those feet. Now again, this is going to feel a little different. Narrower grip. Big breath. Rotate through the low rib. Good. Come back through. Rotate. Come back through. Rotate. Through, rotate, come back through. Nice. From here, our feet are going to come back underneath the hip. And we're going to work onto some nice smooth pause dips. So our toes are going to be turned out slightly. Our arms are narrower, just like our jerk. And we're going to dip and hold, feeling those feet. Big toes flat on the floor, knees out. Stand tall. So we're going to squeeze our glutes, pull our ribs, dip, and stand. Dip and stand. And again, now we're going to shoulder press. We're going to press it up, pull back down behind the neck. Press it up, pull back down, and press it up, and come to the front, and down to the hip. Excellent. From here, we're going to turn our hands palm back around. So we're going to reverse grip. We're going to curl the bar up under the chin. So our elbows are in front of the bar, ribs are in, glutes are tight. Let's push the bar up into that nice overhead position. Some of you might find this extremely challenging. Just take it to where you can, and then we'll come back down. Elbows staying in front of the bar. Good, let's push it up. Ribs are in. Come back down. One more time, push it up. And come back down. Good, come down. Turn those hands back over. And now we're going to pull to that high and outside position. We're going to keep the elbows where they're at. Shoulders are down, so we're not shrugging. We're keeping them down. Now we're going to pull the bar apart, coming into this nice overhead position as best we can. Ribs are in. Come back down and in. Internal. Good. Pull back. Come back down. Good. Pull back. Come back down. And then come back down. Nice! Give yourself a little shakeout. Enjoy. Whew! Nicely done, you guys. Now we should feel some heat in that shoulder, in that midsection a little bit, because now we're going to work on going overhead. So we're going to work on a series of shoulder press to push press to jerk. So our opening sequence is going to be pretty much positional work, and then we're going to get a little more dynamic. Okay? So from here, we're going to get our thumb and a thumb distance away. So we're in a narrower position. I'm going to turn it face this way so you can see profile. Let's pull the bar up to the sternum. Let's do a little muscle clean. Pull the elbows through. Our elbows are in front of the bar. Our bodies are nice and tall. What we're going to do is we're going to do a pause dip. So we're going to dip and hold, staying vertical, shoulders over top of the hips, knees out. Now we'll stand tall. Take a big breath and shoulder press. Push overhead, holding this position. Now dip. Holding this position, pressing into the bar. Now stand. Pull the bar back down to the shoulders. Now ribs are in, glutes are tight. Dip and hold. Toes are down, knees apart, shoulders over the hips. Stand, big breath, shoulder press. Good, now hold in this position, dip. Stand, pull the bar back down, elbows in front. We've done one more time, big breath, dip, stand. Nice and tight, shoulder press. Holding, dip. Good, stand, bring that bar down, and bring it down. Nice. Relax for a moment, take a moment. So, if you'd like to redo that, pause the video or scroll back, take that down a little bit. What we're doing is we're working on some really strong key positions of the jerk and the push press. We need that dip really well warmed up, plus that overhead position really warmed up as well. So we want to make sure that that's taken care of and we're hitting those good positions. Now remember, when we receive the bar in the dip or in the jerk, that dip depth might not be the same as it is when we can just dip and drive, because our arms are overhead, and that's going to limit our overhead or our range in the hips and the ankles. So just remember that. If you can't get as deep as normal, that's fine. It'll come and it'll build over time. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add some speed. So we're going to do a nice, smooth pause dip, stand press. So we're going to work on that good drive, and we're going to focus on the drive. Key part here with our pause dip, we have to make sure we keep our chin out of the way, because sometimes we focus on our dip so much that we'll forget about getting the head out of the way. So let's get ourselves set up again. I'm going to turn profile again so you guys can see this. Feet are under the hips, thumb in a thumb distance. We'll pull to the sternum, roll the elbows through. Now we're going to pull the chin back, dip and hold. So now what we're going to do is drive straight up into the push press. And stand press. Good, come back down. Get set, dip, hold. Maintain that position. Go, stand press. Come back down, set, dip, hold. Go, stand press. Good, come back down and relax. Now, again, really cool thing is working on staying centered through the feet, feeling that good solid dip and that stacked shoulder over hip position when we hit the bottom of the dip. It's very common for some, especially some with tight ankles, that as we dip, we shift into our toes and we're a little off balance. We want to make sure that we're square in that weight in that foot and we're nice and strong. Now, we're just going to smooth it out, and we're also going to go into a jerk. So the sequence we're going to work on is a nice smooth dip drive into the push press. So we pull the bar up, we get set, retract the chin, it's going to be dip, press, come back down, get set, dip, jerk. Standing and holding that position for a few seconds, and come back down. So we're going to work through that little couplet a couple times in a row, just to really hone in those positions, okay? So let's get our PVC or our broomstick or whatever we got going on. Thumb and a thumb, hook grip, feet are under the hips. We'll pull the bar up, roll it through into that nice front rack position. Ribs are in, glutes are tight. Push press, get set, and push press. Come back down, elbows in front of the bar, tight, jerk. Stand tall, feet, bar comes back down. We're gonna do that again, same thing. Glutes tight, ribs tight, chin, push press. Come back down, get set, jerk. Hold, stand, hold, come down. Good, one more time. Tight, push press. Come back down, tight, jerk. Hold, hold, back down, and relax. Beauty, beauty. Nice work, you guys. All right, now, continuing towards what we're working on the previous few weeks in these jerks, we're gonna take a step back now. We're gonna work on our footwork and our split jerk. So we're gonna work on some jerk balances. So again, we're just working on finding our foot. Every time we're trying to hit that same position every single time. So if you feel as though you're off, Fix your foot, hold the position for a few seconds, and then recover. So we want to make sure we're feeling that end position where we want it for a moment before we just adjust and move on to the next rep. Okay? For this drill though, we're taking the bar from behind the neck. So let's get ourselves set up. Thumb and a thumb. We're going to pull the bar up and around onto the shoulders. So we're in a good back rack with a good grip. My feet are in my squat stance. I'm going to step forward, step back. So toes are pointing straight ahead. My back heel is off the floor. My back knee is soft, and my front knee is stacked over top of my heel. So in a perfect world, this is where I want to be for my jerk. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull that front foot back about an inch for a half step. Now we're going to dip, step, press. Tight, go. Come back, bring the bar down. Set that position, go. Dip, press. Fix it if you need to. Recover, come down. Ready, go. Good. Full recover, front, back foot. Come down to the front and relax. Sweetness. All right. Again, if this is something that's really kind of fresh and new for you guys, I want you guys to pause the video or scroll back. We're going to do a couple more rounds of those jerk balances so you can really get a feeling for those jerk balances, finding your footwork, and really embracing that position. What we're going to work on next is we're going to work on a little combo, a little complex of that push press, push jerk, and split jerk from behind the neck. So it's going to give you a chance to work on your footwork, but building each phase of our press to jerk. Okay? I'm going to stay facing sideways so you guys can see me profile. But what I want you guys to really think about is maintaining that same dip, drive, the push press, the jerk, and the split jerk. It's all the same position to start, and we all finish in the same position overhead at the end of the lift as well. Okay? So let's get that PVC in hand, thumb and a thumb grip away. Our feet are under the hips. So we're going to get the bar to the sternum, roll it through. So we're in our good front rack position as best we can with a PVC. Squeeze the glutes, set the ribs. Nice smooth dip, push press. Come back down. Elbows in front. Set, jerk. Hold, stand, hold. Come down behind the neck. Feet are under the hips or just outside, same positioning. Now we're going to work that split jerk from behind the neck. Big breath. Go. Hold that position. Fix your feet if you need to. From here, full recover. Front foot, back foot. Hold for control. Come down to the front. And reset. Good job, you guys. Nicely done. Beautiful work. I'm going to turn face this way so you guys can see a slightly different position for my feet if you want to watch. But let's get ourselves feet under the hips. Tall and tight. Hold the bar. Roll it through. Nice and set. Tight through the glutes. Push press. Come back down. Set. Jerk. Hold. Stand. Hold. Come down. Oh, behind the neck. That was my bad. Sorry. Now get set. Same positions to start. And split jerk. Fix your feet if you need to. Squeeze and set. Full recover. Front foot. Back foot. Come back to the front. And relax. Good. Now from the front. Pull the bar up. Roll it through. Feet are about hip width or just outside. Push press. Come back down. Get set. Jerk. Stand. Hold behind the neck. Feet under the hips, just outside. Tight. Split jerk. Hold. Fix your feet. Full recover. Come down, relax. Nicely done, everyone. Holy monkey, you guys. That was fantastic. Fantastic. Now, if you'd like to do that again, play it back, scroll back, take down some more rounds of that, work those skills, that building block up to that split jerk. Beautiful work. Okay? What we're going to do, though, we're going to move into some squat development. we're going to take that PVC pipe down. We're going to get our feet underneath of our hips to shoulder. So just outside of that good natural squat stance. We're going to work a nice pause squat hold. So we're going to take it down. Good squat. Now this time we're going to take our elbows inside the knees and just gently press out as best we can. If you like, you can even go knuckle to knuckle to push out on those knees a little bit. You want to make sure we keep those feet flat and in that natural position, trying to keep that body nice and tall. So we're sitting mid-foot, pushing out on those knees, feeling that nice open hip position. Now from here, we're going to relax them, but we're going to keep the knees pushing out, and we're going to stand with that good squat. Good. Now from here, let's take it to our Sumo Stance. Now we're going to push those knees out hard without the help of our hands. So let's take it down. 3, 2, 1. Hard push out of the knees, nice and open. Feel that positioning. Feet are flat. And stand. Good. Let's separate those feet a little wider now. Toes are slightly out. We're nice and tall. Our hips are open. Thinking squat. Let's keep the chest high. Side lunge. Take the hip to the heel. Chest is up. Hold for a couple seconds. Push through the leg. Good. Take it down the other side. Chest is up. Hold. Push. Good. Bring our feet back into our Sumo Stance. We're going to take those hips to the heels. Take it down. 3, 2, 1. Hard push out of those knees. Feel that good position. Stand tall. Bring our feet back into our natural squat stance. Nice and tall. Take it down to your depth. Elbows come in. Pushing out on those knees a bit. Fist together if you like as well. We're pushing into that position. Chest is up as best we can. Hold. Good. Keep pressing on those knees. Squeeze the glutes. Now release those hands and stand. Good. Now let's do a nice smooth squat down and up. 3 seconds. 1 second. 3, 2, 1. And stand. Whew. Nice. Hopefully that squat felt a little more open than before. But that's a really nice way to kind of play around opening up those hips a bit. So if you want to replay that 3 to 5 rounds, it doesn't take very long, but it does give you a really good feeling in those hips as we open up the hips, knees, and ankles. Again, thank you so much for rocking today's Broomstick Oly. Appreciate that work, that hard dedication to skill building and work with the PVC, because if you can make your lifts look picture perfect with this, all the way up to a weighted bar, you're golden, right? We want to make all those lifts look the same, regardless of what we have in our hands. And it takes a lot of practice, a lot of time, but this is where the changes happen. Awesome work today, you guys. As always, work for quality, have tons of fun,